good. Hope you're having a great day so far. We're going to kind of be continuing, or at least I'm going to be continuing an animatic that I started on last stream on Tuesday. Basically, it's a short, kind of sweet little animatic where it's pretty much just like a small reel. I want to show the inspiration slash soundbite that I'm going to be using for this. But I'm going to kind of wait like till a little bit later into the video just because it does have a swear word in it. Therefore, I don't want like YouTube to just completely shut it down because, you know, big F-bomb in the middle of like just starting stream. So we'll see. But currently what we have right now, or at least what I finished last stream, was basic setup, and kind of just doing a little bit of kind of tweening animation and just doing some thumbnail sketches and drawings. Hello, Kelly, welcome! But yeah, this is basically what I have so far. It's just a short, sweet little animatic. Like I said, I'm gonna be sharing the actual inspo a little later because it has a big F-bomb in there. But basically, it's, I believe the soundbite is from a Hogwarts Legacy abridged series, I think. At least that's what my brother told me. I'm not really big into Hogwarts, therefore I cannot neither confirm nor deny. So, but yep, pretty much just got a little bit of a setup. One of these characters, the guy with the horns here, his name is Cassidy, so I'll be referring to him as Cassidy. He is a Friends character. And then we have the second character here, which is Jackie, who is my OC. Or technically they're both D&D characters, but you know, D&D characters, OCs, the same thing, right? At least I would hope so. I hope to actually finish this. It's not that long. It's only like 172 frames and like only 9 poses, so should be pretty easy, pretty simple. I know for this frame in particular, I'm going to be doing a little bit of editing where we're going to have him go this way and him go that way, basically zooming in on the screen. So, from that penguin, we love drawing D&D characters, dude. My whole personality is literally D&D characters and reading webcomics. That's it. And watching Minecraft videos. A lot of Minecraft videos. But that's like it. Because what in life do you need to draw more than you need to draw your D&D characters, you know? Alright. So, I'm gonna start kind of getting into the line art. I already have kind of the pretty much key pose areas already have their little layers on it, so it'll be pretty easy, pretty simple. I'm gonna be using a custom brush I actually made. It's pretty much, if you use Clip Studio Paint, it is quite literally the G Pen brush, but with a slight texture on it. At like a low stabilization. So, from that penguin, just finished the line art on your D&D piece. Heck yeah! Let's go. I hope you like how your line art turned out. I bet it looks absolutely amazing. And I'm trying to get I'm trying to do weird stuff with my line art right now because I both want it to be super flowy, but also like very, I don't know. I want it to be smooth, but also flowy, and I just can't get the right mix yet. I don't know, earlier today, during the dark times, which is what me and my family like to call 1 to 7 o'clock, because for some gosh darn reason, in my area, the power company decides to like triple your bill during those points in time, so we're really trying to stay off of technology. So I was actually going through and reading an art book that I got a while ago. It is a Overwatch art book, actually. And I used to be super into the series, and the game and everything until like 2018. I kind of dropped off end of 2018. So, but it was really cool, kind of just going through. I kind of was referencing some things and drawing over them. I think I might look back at that book for some rendering and everything, just because their character renders absolutely immaculate. I love them. That penguin looks pretty good despite your iPad/pen start glitching out when you finish. Oh jeez. Well, I hope it solves itself. You know, like a good hard reset and you're good to go. From that penguin, ooh, art books are fun. Yeah, I absolutely love art books. And since I'm trying to, get in the habit of not using technology for a decent amount of the day, I'm like, okay, I gotta go through and one, work on my fundamentals because that's something that I've been like saying I'm gonna be doing and then haven't done. So, kind of looking through the art book and seeing what they had. It was a lot of stuff since it was the second version of an Overwatch art book. So it was like the later half, like Doomfist to I think it was Doomfist to Echo, like um 2018 to 2020, I believe. So that's kind of like the portion of time where it was. Hello, Spirit Berry. Welcome, welcome. Can't be here for long though. No, that's totally fine. Thank you for dropping by. From that penguin. It was still glitching out when you restarted it. Oh no. So it's in timeout until it corrects its attitude. Yep, seems legit. Sometimes you just gotta put it in a dark drawer for several days, and then it like suddenly starts acting right. It's not punishment. It's just correctional behavior therapy, I guess. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. That was bad. That was bad. His eyeballs are not looking in the same direction. It is bothering me. There we go. That's better. From that penguin. Oh, you have the Across the Spider-Verse art book? You could look at it for hours. Dude, I need to get more art books. That's like the only like official art book that I have. But that's mostly because a lot of my art was originally inspired by Overwatch. Fun fact. Or at least that was a good bit of my art journey. But I don't know. I have a lot of technical art books. Like there's this one really good book that I read about light for visual artists, and that was a really good read. Um, I don't know. One like art kind of book that I really want to get is I don't know if anyone in their high school experience had like those teachers where they had like literal books full of just people who took pictures of people in like weird poses to do still life drawings. Like, dude, I'm trying to like find those books, but I have no idea what they're called because every time I like look up like uh gesture drawing reference books, they're not there. And I literally can't find them anywhere, not even like on Amazon. And I'm very surprised about that because all I want to do is do some gesture drawings without having to look something up on my phone, and yet I can't find that stuff. Man, dude's looking a little wonky. I don't know. This is what happens when you have really loose sketches, and then you're like, yeah, I'm gonna go straight into line art. At least that's my experience. Is that I never get the essence of the sketch. Here we go. From that Penguin Prop head out soon so you can sleep earlier than last night. No, that's totally fair. Want to get some coding homework done tomorrow. I believe in you. You can do it. Bro, I wish I could sleep at a decent time. I don't know what happened, but I've like slowly become nocturnal over the course of the summer, which I don't recommend because you're like waking up at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon and then going to bed at like 8 a.m. Dude, if I were doing a night shift, that would be like peak operating time for me. Like around 12 to like 3 a.m. Here we go. Character's face looks a little wonky, but sometimes you gotta embrace it. You gotta embrace it. From Proivity, what is the name of the software? The software that I'm using is Clip Studio Paint. Clip Studio Paint has a few different versions, but I'm currently using the version 1.0, Clip Studio Paint EX. That is the current software that I am using. It allows you to do tweening as well as frame-by-frame animation. So there are better programs, but this is what I got right now. From that penguin, also the start of the semester has been pretty good so far. Nice. Pretty good. Only frustrating class is psych because of the materials have certain requirements. Oh jeez. I don't know. When I was doing college stuff, the absolute worst was when they're like, you have to buy this $800 textbook, and you'd use it like twice. I don't know if that's exactly what you're talking about like the materials and certain requirements, but that was my experience with at least buying books. I mean, one of those books I still have to this day, and I still use. But most of them I don't. From Proivity, are you a comic artist? That's kind of a hard question. I started making comics, and I want to start getting back into making comics. So, and what are you animating though? So I am making pretty much just like a short little animatic / reel. Just a cute one. It's inspired by one I found on Instagram, which now I could probably actually show without YouTube getting mad. It does have a swear word in it, so woe is me. This is by Cow Clouds, and I think I've mentioned this before in stream. The soundbite is like from a Hogwarts Legacy abridged series. So basically, it's just like a cute little. Oh, hold up, it's muted. Let me pull it up again. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I have absolutely no idea, actually. Let me technical difficulties. Uno momento. Ow, was it really loud? Amazing. Oh. Alright, hopefully that'll work, and then I'll turn it down.
Between being a genius and being an idiot. Sebastian uses that line like a fucking jump rope. There's a thin line between...
Yeah, so I like scrolled upon that, and I was like, oh my god, that'd be so much fun to do. So therefore I'm doing it. I know I do a decent amount of these short little reel / animatic things, and the characters are actually characters that I'm gonna be hopefully making a comic about soon. So that's once I actually get the balls to start it. The last comic that I did, I kind of ran into the ground a little bit. So, but that was like literally 5 years ago. From that family. Oh my god, that audio, yeah. Also from that penguin, Intro to Psych 100 course. That's meant for people of any major. Is requiring like subjects for 7 credits total. That sucks. Homework being across 3 different platforms, dude. That's awful. I'm so sorry. From Pro, nice though. Thank you, thank you. Right, his face looks wonky, but in reality, you turn the canvas and it isn't. He just has wonky face proportions. There we go. That helps. Cheekbone was slightly too high. Yeah, so what I have so far, I'll play it through. Oh, whoops. It's being awful and not actually playing everything. Sometimes Clip Studio Paint has a issue where it'll skip frames for no reason, so. Oh, thank you for subscribing! You're 645? Heck yeah. Honestly, I'm surprised we, jumped a decent amount of subs in a really short time, so I'm very thankful for people, so thank you. From that penguin, it's a required course, so you're just gonna turn a blind eye and complete it? Oof. You don't have to do it again? I felt that so hard. From Strawberry looks cool so far. Thank you. I know, sometimes required courses are like classes that you're like, oh, I never expected this to be a good class, and then sometimes they're HE double hockey sticks and absolutely awful. That's kind of like my experience with when I was gonna, search to go to colleges and stuff, and was like, all right, let's figure out where I want to go. And then I chose like the one college, like art college, that didn't require you have a math class, which, because I suck at math, and I just did not want to take a math class. Which is funny, because I decided to, like, in the heat of, like, COVID-19, I was just like, you know what? I should take an AP Physics course. I don't recommend that, especially an online AP Physics course. The worst. From that pangolin, you were working on a D&D piece, kind of as a reset, so you don't ditch the harpy hair animation meme. You really want to complete it, but your brain is being so mean. Dude, I felt that sometimes. Sometimes it's really hard to try and complete or continue an art piece, especially when you like get past the excitement phase and then you have to like straight grind, because you really are excited for it, but now you have to realize that, oh no, that's actually a decent amount of work. Oh no. At least that's my experience. Just be super hyped for something, and then you're like, oh man, now I actually gotta finish it, because it took 10 hours longer than I thought it was gonna be. Literally just like grinding Minecraft off camera, you know? Oh, you just blow out your ears with an unmuted Insta post? Dude, sometimes they'll get you sometimes. Being a little too on edge, or not on edge, whatchamacallit? I'm trying to be a little bit too precise about this line art, and I just need to chill it and have fun. Sometimes you just absolutely just stranglehold something. Hello, Dragon Paint, welcome! Alright. Absolutely love this character's design, but boy is he hard for me to draw a lot of the time. Because it's just the angle of where his horns are at. It's just so hard for my brain to wrap around sometimes. Dude has the largest forehead ever. Hold up. That was not intentional. We're just gonna use the liquefy tool. Best friend ever. There we go. Nope, that is way too big of an Adam's apple. Whoopsie. From Spareberry, you have a lot of drawing ideas, but you don't know where to start or which to start first. I mean, I would always say like whichever one like excites you the most, or if it's like stuff that you want to post online, whatever's trending currently. But also, a great way to start anything is make a to-do list and then just put it in a random order, then just start with the topmost one, you know? That's definitely how I've gotten through being like, okay, here's all the things I need to do, and I don't know what order to do them in. I'll just write them all down and then start with the first one. Because usually, wherever your head goes to the first in your order, I guess, is usually the best place to start, maybe? Ooh, you're... Now this time you're doing cowboys? Dude, Dragon Paint, I absolutely love cowboys. Cowboys are the best, actually. Hands down, cowboys, the best. Hello, Ally Heart, welcome! It's nice to see you before like the end of stream. Welcome, welcome. I forgot this dude's piercings. Those are kind of important, unfortunately. Ooh, and then maybe before I end off stream, I'll at least show a little bit of another thing that I'm working on, which is actually getting references down for each of these characters before I start my comic. From Spiritberry, you think the one you're most excited to draw is ship art. Ooh, you want to draw for your two characters? Then if you're most excited about it, then maybe do it first. And if you're not liking how it's turning out, put it aside and then move on to another project. That's always the good thing about having a bunch of ideas, is that you can always move on from one to the next without really burning yourself out. At least that's my opinion. From that penguin, ooh, yes, cowboy sound fun. Everyone's like, ooh, ship art, yeah? Yeah, ship art. From Dragon Paint, yeehaw. Dude, it was actually really funny. So I was at my local art museum, and I absolutely love this art museum. I've been going to it since I was a kid, and like they recently redid like their old building, and at the very top, because I live in a western area where actually a lot of old, I live in Colorado. We have a lot of like old rich history, especially cowboy films and stuff. So it was really cool going up to like the top floor of a redone exhibit where they pretty much had a whole bunch of Western art like presented and everything, like historic Western art. And it's like all cowboys. And it was amazing. You just like walk from one room to the other and you'll just see like cowboys, horses, the mesa, Colorado Bros? Yeah, let's go. But it's actually, it was so funny because we're like, oh, you know what? We haven't seen the new Western art exhibit. Let's go look at that. Just cowboys. All it was cowboys, and it was the best actually. Especially they had a film kind of area playing where they had something there. You blame your obsession on cowboys where you live, not gonna lie. I get that. I totally get that. 100%. Sometimes it's just baked in, you know? You're prone to enjoy something a little bit more because of the area you live in. And is that wrong? Absolutely not. Like, I know a lot of my color choice and everything has been super um I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like, a lot of my color choice and everything has been influenced by the place I live, cuz it's so color is light, you know? And with color being light in areas where there's more intense light, there's more intense color. So that's actually something I realized while going through a lot of the art in the Western exhibit is how much more colorful they are from and how they use contrast differently. Because being a Colorado bro, uh, the elevation actually does change how light reacts. It's really cool. From Ally Heart, your husband dresses like a cowboy, which is funny because he's the exact opposite of one. Total nectar. Neck tech nerd. Jeez. Uh, just with a cowboy hat. I love that. I absolutely love that. I don't know. I'll definitely say like some of my favorite content that's come out through the years has been cowboy themed. Like, if anyone's seen the Ballad of Buster Scruggs, that that whole series with like the middies and everything, that I absolutely love the Ballad of Buster Scruggs. 100% recommend checking that out, or just Red Dead Redemption games. Definitely grew up on those, even though like there's only two of the games, but there was the online version, which I mean probably shouldn't have been playing as young as I was, but that's fine. That's fine. From Drying Paint, that's true. The sun is so strong here. Yeah, no, definitely. I was in Pennsylvania for a little bit to go to college, and oh boy, the difference in between like sun exposure, general weather, and everything was so trippy because I don't really tend to travel a lot. I've only really left my corner of the United States only a few times. Like maybe only three, 2 times, not including going to Philadelphia. So it was actually really weird living in a different area for a while, especially like the difference between temperature and that you could. It just, man. If anyone is just in Philadelphia, it's just like, why does it smell like fish? I have no idea. Anytime it's like rained, smells like fish. I could not explain it. I have no idea. From Drawing a Paint, you need to check out Red Dead Redemption for real. Dude, it's so good. Me and my family used to play Red Dead Redemption 2's online version so much. Absolutely love that game. You gotta head out, that penguin. That's perfectly fine. I hope you have a great rest of your night, alright? And I hope your classes go well the next morning. Hold up. Yeah, today's Thursday. I was like, is tomorrow the school night? Yes, it would be. I mean, that's if you have school. Which, I don't know, kind of a life kind of thing is is that so my prior college absolutely capoodled itself, and so I'm back home in my native cowboy land, and I was gonna go to another university here, but unfortunately things didn't work out. So we'll see if I end up actually going back to college. You know, from Dragon Paint, I get that you moved to Nashville for college, and the weather was so diff. hmm I was It was so humid. Jeez, I am butchering this sentence. That's just my dyslexia, not your grammar or anything. Um, it was so humid, at least compared to the dryness you were used to. Yeah, no. Because like my college up and like capoodled itself, me and my mom had to take like an emergency trip back out to um, Pennsylvania in order to grab my stuff from the apartment I was staying at. And the last day, it was so humid that my poor mom with her asthma could barely breathe. And like we would walk outside and both of our like glasses, because we both are blind as bats, would just completely like fog over. I've never had that issue except like walking in a snowstorm with a mask on. It was so humid. I was not prepared for it, to be honest. And I don't know why people are all like, "Oh, humid heat is a lot cooler than like dry heat." No, it's not. It's absolutely not. I would rather be dry as balls and really hot than like melting in a really humid place. Alright, I think I'm finally getting in the groove of doing this line art at very least. So this won't take me forever. And again, it's already been like 30 minutes. I'm only working on one frame thus far. That's something I never get about animation, is that people can make such cool, detailed animations. And and I feel like every time I try and do that, it takes like 10 years for me, unfortunately. And when I was at college, they were all like, "Oh, it's because your character designs are too complicated." But I'm like, "But other people have more complicated character designs. What do you mean?" Maybe I'm just slow at it. From Dragon Paint, yes, thank you. Dry Heat is so much better. Absolutely is. 100% is. I will not take any other opinions because those opinions are wrong. I'm sorry, I don't make the rule. From Spearberry, it's getting close to October. You're so excited. Oh yeah, spooky season. Yeah, from Dragon Paint. Yes, spooky season. I mean, any season could be spooky season, but I am also excited for spooky season. I don't know. I really want to see if I can maybe like work at like a haunted hotel or something, or like one of those haunted houses. I feel like that would be so much fun. I've done a lot of seasonal jobs in my life experience, but I have yet to do a Halloween seasonal job. And now that it's like almost September, I can actually start looking. Oh, Inktober. Yo, yeah. I think I might do another 30-day challenge with Inktober actually. Kind of like I tried to do for, or I did for Art Fight. I mean, do they have the prompts out yet? Because I have no idea. I know sometimes they'll release them like a decent amount early, but they probably won't do it till like, September, which is only in like 2 days. So, not that bad. But I at least want to be a little prepared, you know? A Halloween job sounds so fun, not gonna lie. No, exactly. I've done like, winter holidays. I've done bunny photos, which is like Easter photos. Like I've done a bunch of seasonal jobs that like correlate to holidays, and I've yet to do Halloween. It's not on my bucket list, but definitely on my mom's bucket list, and I'm trying to like check stuff off for her bucket list, you know? Therefore I must find a Halloween themed job. Maybe I'll find, at the very least, go work at a Spirit Halloween. That'd be funny. From Spirit Bear, you commissioned your favorite artist for something for Halloween related? Ooh, that's gonna be fun. From Ally Heart, you did it 3 years in a row. Oh, you missed last year. So sad about that. I mean, hey, you can still say you did it 3 years in a row, and then took a gap year, and then did it 4 years in a row. You know? You're gonna try again this year? Absolutely. I will hopefully be doing it as well. I don't. Maybe I kind of have plans to be like, oh, maybe, because I do a lot of Dungeons and Dragons related stuff. Be like, oh, what if the prompts each day, I like design a new character based on the prompts, and then draw that character. I feel like that would be a lot of fun. Dragon Paint Spirit Halloween. Spirit Halloween. It's hilarious how many times Spirit Halloween will just crop up in a store that just closed like not even 5 minutes ago. To be honest, I think my old college might be a Spirit Halloween. I'll have to ask some of my peers who still are in the Philly area and be like, hey, is my old college, is that now gonna be a Halloween store? From Ally Heart, that's the plan. You took a gap year because of your comic? That's 100% valid. Oh, also Dragon Paint, that's a valid reason. Yeah, exactly. Always wanted to do a comic. From semi-starting a comic and then never finishing it, make sure you, I don't know. It's probably not the most qualified person to say this because the comic that I did didn't even last that long. But I definitely recommend it, like, make sure you know where your plot's going, but start as soon as possible. Because, being psyched out never helped anybody grow. But also, sometimes it's hard to start something when you've never done it before. I would love to read any comics you guys make. Well, we'll see. I'm currently working on stuff in the background to hopefully start up one soon. So we'll see. You don't know where your plot is going? That's unfortunately the issue where I ran in with the first comic that I ever did. I still absolutely love that comic, and I'm really sad that I kind of just let it, like, die out, unfortunately. But, that's definitely, like, the biggest thing, is, like, figuring out where your plot's going, because if you write yourself into a corner, unfortunately, it's really hard to write yourself out. From Dragonplate, maybe someday, any tips on making comics? What's your comic about, Ally Heart? Yeah, maybe Ally Heart's a little bit more, knowledgeable on this, because the last comic I tried to make was, like, in 2020, which was 4 years ago, so. Spirit Bear, you still haven't started on your story yet? You're not motivated enough? I felt that. This one comic that I'm working on, which is with all the characters that I've been doing these, like, little tiny reels and stuff with, like, Cassidy here, and some of my other OCs and everything are part of this comic, and I've been sitting on this for 3 years without even starting to do concept art or anything. I've been basically just drawing these characters no context for like forever now. So I absolutely get that. From Alihar. Oh, it's a TNT. Teenage. Jeez, I can't speak. TMNT comic about them being separated as kids. It's really cute. I really recommend checking out Ally Heart's comic. It's on Tumblr. If you have a Tumblr, I'm still like sneakily using the browser version because I don't think I can handle another application on my phone, unfortunately. But from Ally Heart, as for tips, honestly, I don't know. You are attached to any of your OC stories to actually make a comic with them. Oh man. However, you had a stupid idea for a fan comic. It was just posted the very first part with a very little thought. And somehow it worked out so far. Yeah, I've heard that's a lot of people's experience when they're like go in to make something is that when I was a little bean looking up like advice for doing comics, all of them were like, the best advice to do comics is just start. And unfortunately for me, that didn't work out. But I've heard some good stuff that's happened from just being like, you know what, screw it, and just starting. But yeah, making comics one day, absolute goal. That would be so cool. The only issue is like where to post comics too, because I would recommend Webtoon, but I don't know if Webtoon's all up to par anymore, unfortunately. Just seeing some of the stuff that's unfortunately cropping up on the platform makes me a little wary. From Dragon Pay, ooh, sounds interesting. You'll check it out. Absolutely. Recommend checking out Ally Heart's comic. From Ally Heart, I think the fear of starting is the worst thing. You may not finish, but the starting is all better. Then, yeah, you know what? That's fair. That's fair. Hello, Aisha. Or is that Aisha? I'm so sorry. I'm so dyslexic and so bad at reading stuff. But hello. I gave bro the biggest absolute jaw in the world, and this guy has no jaw whatsoever. I gotta remedy that. Hold up. Alright, I'm gonna say that's better. I don't know if it's actually better, but we're just gonna go with it, to be honest. From Spiritberry, yeah, gonna push your story on Tumblr? Absolutely. I might actually have to bite the bullet and make an actual Tumblr account then. So I can both follow you and LA Heart Stories. From Dragonplate, Tumblr's a good platform. You heard there's weird drama going on with Webtoon. I think it's... So, I kind of follow a guy up here on YouTube. I think his name is Moonlight Jack. Something like that. Blacklight Jack, I think. And he kind of goes through a lot of not safe for Webtoon stuff that's still on the platform, and how Webtoon creators, both on originals and on Canvas, are getting screwed over. So I'd have no idea what the whole platform looks like right now. I still use the platform, unfortunately, just because I have a lot of series that I've been really enjoying that still post exclusively on there. So popping up on there, which makes me a little hesitant because it is a I'd say like early teens kind of platform for a lot of people, or at least that's when I started using Webtoon when it like first came out. From Ally Heart, you've had the most reactions to your art ever on Tumblr. Ooh, I don't know. Maybe I'll actually bite the bullet and make an account. I don't know. I mainly just use Instagram, to be honest, just because that's, I don't know, what I've known for forever. So I'm going quiet real quick. I gotta just locking in just a little bit. From Dragon Point, darn, you've been getting into a bunch of web. That sucks. I mean, there's some decent webtoons, and then there's some bad ones. There's some of them that I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to read this. I like read a little bit into it, and I'm like, how is this allowed on this platform? It goes against their TOS, and yet it is a webtoon original, just plainly out there. I'm not gonna like mention any of these titles actually by name because like I don't want to subject you guys to some of that stuff because I don't know. I go to Webtoon to read like action novels. Like I really enjoy the action genre in general. And then unfortunately some of them I'm like, oh nope, that's an absolute nope. That's a yikes, and just completely back out of it. From Ally Heart, ooh, and on the 7th of next month, you'll be posting your 1-year anniversary collab for your comic. Yo! Maybe I'll actually have to bite the bullet and make an account just for that occasion, because that's absolutely amazing. Having a 1-year anniversary for your comic, congratulations, Ally Heart. Alright, bro has like the longest face in the world. I have no idea how I did that. You know what? That's better. We're gonna say that's better. See, I'm gonna take such a long time drawing this character here, Cassidy. But like, as soon as I get to like my OC, Jackie, it's gonna be fast as. It's gonna be so fast, man. Just because I'm a little bit out of practice with drawing some of the other characters. That's because I just haven't drawn any of them. Ooh, 4 panels are animated? Woo! Animation mentioned. But, man, that sounds awesome. That's a little bit of a funky ponytail. Do I particularly give a damn? No. His ponytail's just gonna be a little funky. I mean, dude literally has dead mom hair. If anyone gets that reference, that's an older reference. Alright. Now that we're done with bro's face, his clothing takes like 5 seconds. From Dragon Paint, I need to check out your comic. Okay, that's it. Exactly. Absolutely hype here. Gotta love artists supporting artists. It's the best thing ever. Alrighty. These are like the worst ruffles I think I've drawn in a long time. That's okay. And we're gonna have this kind of fall this way. There we go. Sleeves are absolutely easy to do. Gotta love poofy sleeves. Poofy sleeves are the best. Because they just absolutely allow you to ignore all anatomy in the arm. That's a joke, but like, sometimes it isn't. You can just ignore all the anatomy in the arm and boom, it's just a sleeve, you know? Alright, I'm gonna put my onion skin so I can just like trace what the hands are, just because they're about the same. And the line art's very sketchy, just because one, for the sake of time, and then two, just because I use a really small brush sometimes. Why I do that, I could not tell you. But I have yet to find like a really good like line art style and or brush that I'm like super happy with, unfortunately, yet. I just gotta keep looking and gotta keep experimenting. There we go. And then, also, don't look at these hands way too close. From Dragon Paint, do I need to get a tumbler too? Exactly. I don't know. It's kind of like a thing where like I don't know. I don't have enough time in the day to look at all these platforms, even though there's so much good art on all these different platforms. Like, I know for a decent amount of time in the summer, a lot of people were moving over to like Kara and stuff. I know I have an account over there. I don't think I've touched it since like beginning of July, unfortunately. But I kind of feel bad that like if I were to get a Tumblr, I would not post anything. I would just be there for the vibes. From Aliart, Dragon Paint, I follow you there. That's the only place I'm active anymore. That's fair, that's fair. I don't know, I feel like posting art online, you really have to find what platform really fits your niche. And so yeah. Whoops, sorry if I dropped out for you all. Apparently my thing crashed for a hot second. Thankfully, I got that reconnection on OBS all set up, therefore, hopefully it didn't drop out for too long. But basically, what I was doing real quick was going in and then, hold up, go to all layers, selecting the background of the character, and then flip it. Go over here to my color reference guide. Boom! Color background, colored in. Yeah, I know, Dragon Paint's animations are absolutely immaculate. I am floored, and I think Dragon Paint needs to teach everyone ever how to animate, because, dude, if I could animate like that, absolutely, like, dead on the floor, I would be satisfied in life. I know I probably shouldn't be filling in any of the background, or just like, shouldn't be filling in colors for characters yet, but sometimes you gotta break it up in order to keep your sanity. Boom. It's actually kind of funny because this character is actually blue. He's a very blue tiefling, and yet I always fill him in with pink, and I have no idea why, to be honest. Dude's just a very pink guy, I guess. Alright. Continuing the line art now. Had to have a little bit of fun. From drawing paint. Oh, you're getting flustered? Okay, but your storyboards and drawings are so good, you wish you could draw like that? No you. Uno reverse card, actually. Wish I could draw like you. See, certain angles of these horns are like super easy to draw. Because they're just horns that, like, lean back. And doing like front positions for them drive me crazy. No you for if it oh jeez, I can't speak. No you, but infinity. Alright, here we go. Give dude his little strand in his hair. I don't know, if anyone were to ever ask, like, some of the design decisions I made on some of these characters, I would have nothing to tell you, because I, like... literally made these designs, like, in 2020, forever ago. So I have no idea my thought process behind half of them anymore. From Alihart, no, both of you, actually, know you to infinity as well to you, Alihart. Know you to infinity for anyone in chat, and anyone who will ever be in chat. Your art is always awesome and amazing, and to be honest, I absolutely love seeing all your art from everybody and work in progresses, and, like, just plagiarizing a little bit of it to slowly add to my conglomerate of art knowledge. It's the most amazing thing, and I'm so happy and thankful that I'm able to find amazing art everywhere I look. From Alihart, your character designs are all based on vibes. Yep, definitely felt that. I have some that are, a lot of them are like my friends' characters from this D&D group that are based on vibes. And some of them are like really planned out and thought out. It's a mixed bag, to be honest. That's the best way to draw them, honestly. LMAO. Oh man, ran out of art to admire. I mean, all art is worth admiring, in my opinion. But from Dragon Paint, no, I'm dying. No, don't die, Dragon Paint. Absolutely don't. You're not allowed to, actually. It's against the rules to die in chat. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. You know what I forgot? It's been a whole hour. Welcome, my little frog son. I hope you have a good time. I didn't forget about you at all. He was totally here this entire time. 100%. Oh, you ran out of Dragon Paint's art to admire? Aw, man. Aw, man. Absolutely. I mean, that just means Dragon Paint has to make more art. That's all that means, you know? Also, Frog. Yeah. Listen, he was here this entire time. Absolutely here the entire time. Hello, Energy King. Welcome. I did not forget my son for an entire hour. All right. That sounds like a real plebeian thing to do, and that was not me. I actually have like 2,000 IQ, and forgetting my frog son has nothing to do with that, alright? Because he was never forgotten. He was here this entire time. Oh man, I forgot this dude's earrings this entire time. That's like one of the actual important aspects of his character design is bro's earrings, and I just forgot them. There we go, it doesn't work. Thankfully, this pose should be relatively easy to do. From Spearberry Man, didn't even realize the frogs weren't there. Yeah, that's because they were here the entire time, you know? From Alihart, hopefully when you're done with your fan comic, you'll gain the bravery to make the comic for your OCs. Heck yeah. I feel like we'll all be super excited when the day comes. Dude, this pose is so much easier to draw than the last one. I have no idea why, because this pose is technically more complicated. From Anna J. King, how did you get into D&D? So, I actually come from a household of a lot of nerdy people. Like, my mom has been totally into video games and everything since, like, as long as I remember. Like, as soon as I, like, had the motor functions to hold a controller, I've been, like, playing Halo 1. And so, playing Dungeons & Dragons kind of was just, like, a natural thing. Um, we actually, my mom had gotten like all of the fourth edition books and everything because fifth edition wasn't out by then. When like D&D and everything started, and we never really had like an official campaign, but we always used to just have like fun messing around with like minifigures and everything, and always just having a good time. It wasn't until the lockdown of 2020 when me and my friends actually, like, at this point we had like 5th edition books and everything, where we actually like sat down and really created a time and a space to actually play some legitimate Dungeons and Dragons. So I guess it's we really got into it just on family recommendation, I guess you could say. Man, the wholesome chat that's happening between Dragonpay and Ally Heart is making me like so giddy. In the chat, you guys are absolute sweethearts, dude. Makes me so happy to see little chats like that. I can't remember if dude has a corset or if he has a belt. Question, would you consider yourself a dice goblin? I am not actually a dice goblin. To be honest, I, in general, try and live life without having excess of stuff that I don't need. So, I only have, like, one, I guess, larger bag of dice, and I don't really have that many other ones, to be honest. I do, however, have some unique dice. Like, not just, like, you know, metal ones or anything. I mean, I do have a few metal ones, but I have, you know, like, some pride dice. I actually have a really big D20. This thing's, like, paperweight size D20. But, 100% got that from my art teacher in high school, where he was like, "Hey, you like Dungeons and Dragons, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And he like hands me this entire like chunk of a D20 that's like so big. When it hits the table, it like splinters. But yeah, from Ally Heart, you're a dice goblin. Absolutely lovely. Ooh, you probably have like 5 to 10 sets. Nice. Dice goblins unite. You want more? I mean, hey, that's like the definition of being a dice goblin, is wanting more dice. I mean, that's how you know you're addicted to dice. Is the point where like you're like, "Oh man, I need more dice in my life." I mean, I definitely have friends who have graduated from being dice goblins into being like full on dice dragons. Like, you know, like have a whole plastic tub full of dice type stuff. From Dragon Paint, okay, but that's fair. Specialized dice are fun. From Ally Heart, your friend owns a game store. Won't give me all his dice for free. How dare? Yeah, exactly. How rude. From Dragon Paint, you need to be a dice dragon. I mean, that would be on brand. That would be thematically appropriate. I don't know, to be honest, I always wish to like get more dice, but like as soon as I get more dice, I'm like, oh man, I'm never gonna have the opportunity to use this. Because as much as I love D&D, unfortunately, I have not played a campaign in a hot second, and I'm very sad about that. The last campaign I was playing in, I was literally playing, an off-brand version of William Afton as a paladin. And I think it was, Waterdeep Dragon Heist that we were playing. We haven't continued for a hot minute, and I'm kind of sad about that. From Anna J. King, Dice Goblin is a mentality, not a state of being. Dude, you're so right. It's a state of it's a mentality and a philosophy, you know? You do have so many pairs of dice, but what if you just get one more pair, you know? From Dragon Paint, exactly. It needs to be your namesake. Exactly. Also from Dragon Paint, gosh, I feel like I have so many dice, but I've not played in a year. What? Oh my god, that sounds so much fun, FNAF D&D. Yeah, at some point in time, I was actually designing characters, like FNAF characters as D&D characters. I kind of fell off right after I finished the first one, Chica, and then I haven't continued. But I do want to at some point finish them off. Like I have a whole gosh darn fillable online PDF character sheet that I made. That's FNAF themed, and I have not done anything with that. It's just sitting, collecting dust in my file explorer right now. I think most of it's that I wasn't the happiest with. I think it was Bonnie or Freddy's designs, but the William Afton one that I did, the Springtrap one that I did, oh, you saw the designs on Insta? They were so metal. Thank you. I don't know. The William Afton one I was really happy about. I think the armor pieces could have definitely had some nicer rendering on them, but that's neither here nor there. That's just a skill issue, to be honest. Something that I'm trying to get better at, and yet I have not taken any steps to try and get better at rendering metal, which I should. I really should, especially if I want to get more into trying Dungeons and Dragons stuff. Gotta get real good at rendering metal and different types of it, you know? I know there's one of my favorite artists on Instagram right now. I think their name is Rylan Art. But oh my gosh, dude. Their rendering, immaculate. One of those things that you just want to reach into your screen and steal, to be honest. Absolutely love their art. Apologies. But yeah, honestly, I really just want to get into, it'd be fun to just, redesign different characters from different series as D&D characters. Gravity Falls is coming back, and oh boy, trying to think of, designs for, I don't know, what Dipper and Mabel, what their classes and stuff would be. That would be so much fun. Would absolutely love that. Because, in my opinion, I totally think, Dipper would 100% be a ranger. I don't think there's much debate about that. There might be, but... and then I think it'd be real fun to have, Mabel as, a wild magic sorcerer. Are you gonna do a Billsona? I was actually talking about that last stream. I really want to do it. I just haven't had time to, because my drawing time has been super limited because of trying to kind of watch our internet consumption from 1 to 7. So unfortunately I have not had the time to do it, but man, I really want to. From Spiritberry, ooh, you made your Billsona? I gotta look for that, dude. Absolutely need to look for that. Since we were talking about it last stream, absolutely excited to see that. From Ally Heart, one of your favorite artists just posted this really cool animatic of their OCs a few days ago. It came out so cool. Ooh, nice! Alright, that one hand is not as big as the other hand. That's gonna bother me. But thankfully it's digital art, so we can just, you know... Wow, look, the hands are the same size now. Magic! Also, if you all have any ideas or like any suggestions, for like different types of art related streams to do, totally let me know. Cause honestly, I really do enjoy kind of just, generally making art. And I know in October I will do most likely a Inktober challenge. But I don't know. I feel like it would be a lot of fun to kind of expand some of the streams into doing like, I don't know, Gartic Phone or something. I know some of my friends and stuff might be popping in on stream a little bit here and there, so. From Spirit Fairy, you'll show it when you finish coloring it. Nice. From Alahar, and even cooler that the artist is streaming, right? Oh. Listen here, Alahar. How dare you, actually. Anyways. Gartic Phone would be fun? Yeah. I don't know what mode to do, though. Like, I know there's a few animators in here. Like, if we wanted to do, like, animation one, or just general, like, Gartic Phone. Whichever one would be more entertaining, I guess. Or fun for everybody to do. What is Gartic Phone? So, basically, you know the game Telephone? Where, basically, you tell someone one thing, and as it passes down the line, it gets more and more distorted. And then the last person who shouts it out, like, normally says something completely different. Gartic Phone is basically where, at least the normal version is, you start out with a prompt. Someone will draw that prompt, and then the next person will try and describe that prompt in text, and then it keeps going on like that till you end up at the end. That's pretty much what Gartic Phone is. Alright, here we go. And we're gonna draw this little guy right here. You know what? That's actually a good eyebrow. That's like good eyebrow on first try. But it's definitely a lot of fun. It's like a party game pretty much. You can add like a whole bunch of people, and I think it would be fun to do on stream. I mean, as long as like everyone's like kosher and doesn't like, I don't know, troll or anything, it would be fun to do on stream. For this one, I'm actually gonna do slightly different. So, we have Cassidy, which is the character here in the foreground, and then we have a second character in the background, which is my character Jackie. So for this one, I'm actually not gonna do his line art yet. I'm gonna do. My phone is going off. I gotta put that on Do Not Disturb. But basically, I'm gonna do his line art separate, so I can actually tween the two of them. So he'll actually move this direction, and then Jackie will move that direction to get to this final result right here. don't actually have to draw the other eye. Boom! Bang! Covers the other eye. Who needs the other eye now? Absolute art hack. One as old as time. Cover the other eye, and then you'll never have to see your mistakes ever again. From Spiritburg, you're gonna have to go. That's totally fine. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great night. Make sure you get some sleep, alright? Alrighty. We're gonna work along here. His ear shape has just been slowly changing this entire time. I'm really bad at trying to be on model with stuff, so you know, don't at me with with the mistakes. Unfortunately, there's gonna be a lot of off model stuff. I mean, then again, you guys don't know what the character's supposed to look like. So, from Dragon Paint, you might have to go to. Gotta get up early. Good night. Yo, good night. Thank you so much for popping by. It's been an absolute blast to have you, Dragon Paint. Hope you get some good sleep. Dude has the biggest forehead right now. Oh my god. Let me fix that absolutely massive cranium right now. Spoiler alert for this character, he's not big brain time, to be honest. But that's okay. He's a great character despite that. Here we go. Do the ponytail. Boom. Alright. I'm just gonna use the liquify tool to fix my mistakes. Boom! Mistakes fixed. Who needs to learn how to draw when you can just use the liquify tool? Getting sleepy too, but you don't wanna? I mean, I 100% feel that. I'm getting pretty EP too. I mean, I started stream EP. But don't worry, I'm probably gonna head off here soon. I think the rest of this I might finish off stream and then probably post it tomorrow. It should be done by then. I mean, to be honest, I thought I was gonna finish it tonight. But alas, I just keep yapping and not drawing. But that's okay. I hope the yapping is entertaining. There we go. Give him his corset? Question mark? I don't know. I gave him a corset in this one. Therefore, he shall have a corset in this one. We love your yapping. I'm glad. I mean, it would be a pretty boring stream without yapping, you know? I mean, maybe it would be a more pleasurable experience without the yapping. You'll never know, because I'll probably never stop yapping. Which is hilarious, because I'm a very anti-yap kind of person in, like, IRL. We'll call that good for the corset. Absolute banger of a half corset, you know? Here we go. Alrighty. And I love drawing these sleeves. I literally mentioned this. They're just so nice and easy to draw, because who needs to know where the elbow is when it's just, you know, poofy sleeve? From Alihar, oh, they didn't have to pull out today, so you were tasked with going around and helping where they needed. Oh, jeez. When you were at your job with the school children, which just ended up with you having to walk up and awkward ask if people needed help. Dude, that's so awkward. I would hate having to do that. Just be like, hello, do you need any help? And then them like blinking at you as they're being like, no. Yeah, it was terrible because none of them needed help. And you're so bad with small talk, so you gotta just sit around while failing. Dude, I'm so sorry. That sounds awful. I would have dude, I'm right there with you. I'd have no idea what to do in that situation. Like, do you need any help? No. All right. I guess I'll just chill here, awkwardly. I'm getting secondhand social anxiety over here from that. Oh, jeez. So and you're gonna have to do the same thing tomorrow? Oh, man. You know, can you just, call out? That's a joke. You don't actually have to call out of work, but dude. I could never. I mean, I probably could, but begrudgingly. It's not gonna be fun. Yes, that phrase. Yeah, exactly. Sounds absolutely awful. You were super tempted. I mean, I think anyone would be in that situation where you're like, well, no one needs me, you're technically not required to be there tomorrow, because, I hope it's not the same thing as it was today, but, oh boy, there's a high likelihood it might be. Therefore, it's just, going around asking a bunch of people, hey, do you need help? And then, them just completely stiffing you. From Alihart, it's because of state testing, which you cannot help with, since you're not certified. Oh, jeez. And the students are testing all day, so no time for art. So useless all day, sad face. Honestly, could you just, call your principal and be like, hey, do you need me there tomorrow? Because, but then again, paycheck. I don't know if teachers are paid on salary or if they're paid hourly. I have absolutely no idea. And you don't have to specify that. But, it would suck to, lose work hours, but also, you're not really working. That's always like my least favorite at jobs, when there's like a bunch of downtime and you want to be actively doing something even if it's not work related, but you're forced not to. And state testing sucks for everybody. Absolute worst. Like students, teachers, absolute worst for everybody. Alright. For Jackie, who is the secondary character in the background, I'm gonna create another animation folder. That is the wrong thing. There we go. Where in the world are we? Okay. Number 4, which is around here. That's where it is? Yep, there we go. We're gonna add a frame in there. The paycheck is nice, but teachers are salaried, but subs are paid per day, not per hour. Yeah. That. Yikes. That's just the big yikes. I feel like everyone should be paid, at least. I know some teachers. I don't know where I was going with that first thought, but I know some teachers, like my art teacher, had a really rough time with his salary, unfortunately. But that was only because he didn't have it to like the summers where you would save a percentage of your paycheck over the year to get paid during the summer. Our school, for some reason, didn't have that program, so dude was like screwed throughout the summer, and I felt so bad for him. Alright. That is the world's biggest hand for this thing back here. We're gonna make that hand a lot smaller. There we go. Somewhere around there. Hopefully I don't make this back sketch way too crowded, just because it's in the background. There, dude, holding like a little match, we'll say. There we go. It's only gonna take like 3 seconds to draw, as I've like spent this entire stream taking like 10 hours to draw Cassidy. It was just so easy to draw. Alright. Apologies for my quietness. I just got locked in for a hot second. But basically, these two drawings are on separate layers, so when I actually get this little background drawing finished, I'll show you why they are that. Therefore, we can do some camera panning, which is going to be like the fanciest thing that's going to happen during this whole animatic. I'm not going to worry too much about proportions for this tiny drawing in the background, because it is a tiny drawing in the background. So, let me toss some frogs onto the screen, just because it seems a little empty without them. I mean, literally earlier in the stream, we didn't even recognize, or at least I didn't even realize the frogs were gone. It's definitely going to be a low frog count day. I will definitely say that. From Ally Heart. Ooh, the next part of your comic has a big boom into a character as chaos goes around them. You're really proud of it? Absolutely hyped to see it. Can't actually wait. It's gonna be so much fun. Yeah, maybe I'll actually make sure I can make an account so I can, not like just Chrome view the stuff, but actually go in and really look at your comic again. Especially for the anniversary. That's gonna be so much fun. Alright. Oh. Is Brusky, does he have his... Alright. No, he doesn't. Usually this character has a shawl, so I was just double checking if he had a shawl or not. In this version, he does not. Therefore, I shall not draw it. Saves me the time. And the effort. Alright. Here we go, and then we're gonna draw in background. Hopefully make sure it's long enough. Should be hopefully long enough. Alright. From Ally Heart, so excited for it. You're actually waiting to post the next 2 parts for the anniversary. Hopefully you'll have both done by then. Nice. And then so far you have part 1 finished and the second part is halfway done being sketched. You have a whole week, so as long as you don't procrastinate, you should be good. I believe in you. I think it's gonna go great, and I feel like you won't procrastinate, and you'll actually finish it when you want to. That is my belief. I feel like it's gonna be great. Alright. I think I'm gonna do this camera pan and then probably call it for stream tonight. Of course, we'll do frog count and then kind of see how the animatic is looking, but I think that's how stream's probably gonna finish off for right now. Gotta make sure I'm on the right layer. Don't want to be filling in the wrong layer. That would be absolutely awful. Boom. Alright. Character has color. Might as well color in this frame since we're here, you know? Flip that. Color that in. Oh boy, that missed a bunch of sections. Cheese and crackers, man. Okay, now we're good. From Ally Heart. Yeah, sometimes put to bed as well. This looks amazing, thank you. I was being genuine when I said you're one of my favorite artists. Oh, jeez. Why, thank you so much, but also, how dare you? There's so many good artists in the world. How dare you choose me? And then, for this guy in the background... Honestly, what I'm most likely going to do is... I don't need an animation folder for this specific part because it is just going to be the single part that's drawn on a separate frame. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to drag this to where it needs to be. I'm going to create a layer below it. I'm going to group the first line art and the first color. Those two are in their own little folder down there. And go here, and then on this layer, make sure we hide the foreground. We're going to select the background, invert that, select our secondary color. Oh, and it completely failed to fill in a bunch of spaces. Lovely, lovely. Love when that happens. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you. Your shading is whack. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try and actually color in the lines. That might be very useful for this. There we go. Oh, let me... There you go. Hide out that one little section there. So, Frisky's in the background. I will be coloring the line art, so let me do that real quick, because I just want to merge all these layers together. Oh. The thing that you really... From Ally Heart, that's the thing you feel like you struggle with the most, to sing it done so beautifully is amazing. That and backgrounds. Dude, you're gonna make me cry. Man! See, this is why I gotta deny compliments, because if I don't, then I'll just like start falling on stream, and I don't think that's good for anybody. I don't think anyone's down to have a sopping mess on the other side of a camera, you know? Alright, I think I like this color better. There we go. I'm gonna do a gray line for this background line here. There's a reason why I'm coloring in this line art real quick. Everything's gonna have colored lines, but basically I'm gonna be merging the color layer and the line art layer to make it easier to tween this layer together. I'm Star Tomato, don't you dare deny compliments. Listen. I have no excuse, but listen. From Ally Heart, oh yeah, I'm bad about denying compliments. Exactly. A lot of people are bad at, accepting compliments. But yeah, I still love your streams, having mess and all. Well, thank you. Okay, so everything's merged together on this layer, and then this one is currently in a folder. So basically, what I am going to do is, this is the first frame, right? Yes. First things first, I actually need to drag this layer over here. I'm going to drag it to playhead to start only on this layer, so he's not just randomly in the background where he doesn't need to be. There we go. So he is going to... We're going to start with his stuff. We're going to click this button here to get the little, the tweening functions all good to go. Star Tomatoes speaking truth, exactly. It may be true, but I can live in denial as long as I want. Alright, so gonna click on these, gonna make sure let's do adding a keyframe here at the end, which would be... We're gonna call this the end frame, and we're gonna make this a hold interpolation. Basically, that just means it doesn't move. Going from one keyframe to the next keyframe. These little guys right here are called keyframes. A little bit of tutorial mode right now. So this keyframe is exactly where I want it to be, and then this one here, we're gonna do smooth interpolation. That basically just means that there's like a, instead of it moving in like a straight line, it like curves up and down and eases in and out. Basically, the dude's gonna be going this way. Cassidy's gonna be moving that direction, so Jackie should be moving this direction. I'm gonna press Control. That way I can move this layer. Whoops. Control Shift. I can move it in a line. We're gonna move it there. So as I play this, yeah, he should slide in with a little bit of ease, so he gets a little slower towards the end. Alright, so basically, I'm gonna pretty much do the same thing, but in the opposite direction for Cassidy. But this time, since there's other layers here, I'm gonna make sure to add a keyhole interpolation at the beginning. That way it doesn't mess up any of the frames prior to it. Press Control Shift. Put Broski in the middle. Perfect. And then what it should do is have both of them slide. Let's go. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Maybe I should slide this just slightly more. About there. Oh, I'm missing a frame. That's why everything looks funky. Just gotta drag these all one more frame. There we go. Now it should actually be smooth. Yeah, there we go. Is it moving a little too fast? Yeah. Am I gonna fix it? No. And then now I can just turn the interpolation off currently for a hot second. Go down here. Add in that. I'm gonna go into here. I'm gonna set this up so I can kind of play out what we have currently. And then probably do frog count and then call it a night. That's pretty much what is gonna be happening with this little bit here. Alright. That should be all the things that need to be hid, except this thing needs to stop here. Just gonna drag the tail end of the exposure into here. Perfect. Alright, turn keyframes back on. And then I will kind of let this play out in the background. Well, this is kind of happening. From Alihart, your guess is 15 frogs. That's a good guess. That's a good guess. We will see. I'm just gonna have this play out in the background as frog count happens. So. There is no sound. Just because I can't add the sound bite in yet. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then Ally Heart and Star Tomato. It's actually 15 on the dot. $16 frogs. Unfortunately, Ally Heart has won There's his only 15 frogs, which, I mean, is not the best, but it's kind of understandable since I forgot to activate them till halfway through the stream. So I guess Alleyheart has earned the title Frog TM. Congratulations, Alleyheart. You are the frog now. Well, thank you all for joining stream. It's been an absolute blast as always. I will hopefully see you all on Tuesday. Tuesday 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. With that being said, congratulations, Alleyheart, on being the Frog TM. Make sure you guys drink some water, make sure you touch some grass, and most importantly, make sure you stretch, alright?